Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining today's session of our monthly webinar, Video Marketing in China. My name is Michela Mentasti, and I'm the Marketing Director of Dragon Trail Interactive. I'm based in our Beijing office, and I have been living in China for about 7.5 years. I've started off my career working in travel at the start of the introduction of the ADS, the Approved Destination Status Visas for Chinese citizens back in 2004. So there definitely have been a few changes happening in the industry and also in terms of Chinese travelers' behavior. So let's delve right in. Dragon Trail, for those of you who do not know us, we are a digital marketing agency, and we say that we're specialized 100% in China on travel and on digital. We help travel and tourism organizations connect with Chinese affluent consumers and travelers. And since a couple of years, we've also started helping tourism organizations reach to the Chinese trade. We are headquartered in Beijing, but we also have offices in Xi'an, Shanghai, and London. We work with a number of travel companies, such as Destination, National Tourism Board, such as Thailand, Germany, Visit Europe, with hotels, car rental companies, airlines, and cruise lines. So today we chose to talk about video marketing because we believe that it's one of the emerging and increasingly important forms of content marketing in China at the moment. And we will look at some of the trends, some of the statistics, just to give you an idea of how important video marketing is in China. And then I've divided the presentation into 3 different types of videos, looking at long form videos, short form videos, and live streaming. And for each different type of videos, I will give you a few examples, also talk about what are the most popular platforms that Chinese video users utilize. And then I will tell you a little bit what are the differences between all these different formats of videos. So let's delve right in. As of June of this year, there were 75% of all internet users who were regular online video watchers. And we see that the percentage of people watching videos on the desktop and mobile are fairly similar. And there has been an increase of 3.7% from December of last year to June of this year. We also see that watching online videos is the 4th most popular activity online after sending messages, after doing online searches and reading the news online. And although not relevant for the webinar, but I just wanted to point out that booking trip is also in this top 10 list of activities of what people like to do online. And it has a pretty healthy growth of 11.5%. And the data all come from the China Internet Network Information Center, and they're the latest data released in June of this year. So when we look at how marketers in China see video, they also consider it to be quite an important channel. So at the end of last year, marketers in China were asked what kind of content marketing channels they would like to focus on. And if you look at all the activities, all the channels within this red bar, they all have to do in some form or another with videos. So for instance, they've cited live streaming platforms will be increasingly important, films, TV series, online drama, variety shows, self-made videos, and variety shows. So this is quite remarkable. Also, when we look at the digital ad spending from Q4 of 2014 up until the end of 2016, we see that video is the 2nd most important channel for ad spending in China when it comes to digital. And it's been growing. Now it's growing at it makes up 27.6% of all digital spending after paid search. So also when talking about Sina Weibo, we've seen a strong decline in 2014 and 2015 following the government crackdown on some of the type of content which was allowed on the platform. And people could not really see a turnaround for Sina Weibo, but actually in 2016 and 17, the number of monthly active users has been growing at a healthy pace, at around an average of 30% year-on-year growth. And now Weibo has gone back to 361 million monthly active users, and this is mainly due to videos. So Sina Weibo is also the owner of live streaming platform Ijubo and short video platform Miaopai. Both platforms, both app, are integrated into Weibo. So now every day on Weibo, there's 2 billion videos which are watched by Weibo users. So this is massive. In a while, we will look at what are the most popular video specific platforms, but a lot of people are watching videos on all different kinds of apps and all different kinds of online sites. So for instance, news apps such as Tencent News, Toutiao, which is a very popular news aggregator here in China, they all feature videos quite prominently. Also what we call self-media, which are basically personal accounts which started off on WeChat and then gathered a large following and then became official WeChat accounts. And some of them also have also launched quite successful apps, such as Argon and Pair Video are also promoting a lot of video content. So video is extremely effective when marketing to Chinese travelers, and is also one of the preferred ways of Chinese consumers to receive information. So let's delve right into long form videos. These are the top 10 mobile video apps which were popular as of December of last year. And we see that these apps are, these platforms are quite similar to the Western platform YouTube. The main difference being that people, Chinese consumers, go on Tencent Videos, iQIYI, Youku, mainly to watch professionally edited and professionally shot videos. So people will go on Youku to watch TV series or to watch movies. Same thing for iQIYI, for Mango TV, TV Sohu. And there is not a whole lot of user-generated content on the platforms. And we will see that user-generated content has really grown with the rise of short-form video platforms in a while. So this is an example of destination Canada. As an NTO, Canada has been focusing for quite a number of years on producing videos which are specific for the Chinese market. And this year has launched a new weekly series called Jiayou, traveling around Canada with a couple of hosts, Ryan Pyle, who is a relatively well-known Canadian here in China. He has 1 million followers on Weibo, and he's joined by the co-host Wonder. They travel around Canada and they explore the great outdoors. Also, Canada this year has been inviting a number of Chinese artists and well-known figures, as Ouyang Nana, that you see here to the right. She's a famous cellist as well as an actress. And she went traveling to Montreal for a performance, and in the video we could see her enjoying the city of Montreal and really showcasing her travel to her time during her travel to Canada. All of these videos are quite long, so this is the characteristic of long form videos. They go from 20 to 30 minutes or more, and they're mainly published on Youku, Tencent Videos, and iQIYI. Tencent Videos is owned by Tencent, who is also the parent company of WeChat. So if you want to publish videos on WeChat, we recommend that you upload them on Tencent Videos. Also, these are a couple of episodes that Canada promoted in 2016, ran in 2016 as well as 2015. In 2015, it invited Geoffrey Cow, who is a Canadian-born Taiwanese model. He traveled also around Canada, and he visited Canada's key cities. He attended festivals, and he mainly tried to convey what is the essence of Canadian culture to Chinese travelers. And last year was again Ryan Pyle, together with Lu Fei, riding their motorbikes around Canada for about 75 days. So talking about long form videos, there's a lot of NTOs and DMOs who produce video clips. And so this year, Dragon Trail, together with the Travel Daily Conference, which is held every year in Shanghai, have decided to start and launch the Trip Show Marketing Competition. The competition just took place on the 13th of September of this year, and there were four contestants four finalists who attended the conference: Thomas Cook, iGola, Meta Search Engine, Bavarian Tourism Board, as well as Los Angeles Tourism and Convention Board. So a panel of industry judges, as well as the audience, could vote on the best creative marketing video and the most popular video, respectively. So both votes went to the Everyone is Welcome video by Discover Los Angeles. And I will show you the video very quickly, and then we'll talk about why this video was successful and was the winner. So bear with me for a moment while I try and show you the video. So this is the Weibo account of LA, and I will now show you the video.
Everyone is welcome here. That's what LA is about. I want to make sure that people feel welcome here, because I was welcome here, and I'm a son of two immigrants who came out here with nothing.
We are from South India. In Los Angeles, we all bring so many different spices to the same dish.
There's a constant flow of people from all over the world coming through all the time. Because LA has so many different types of people, you're just learning so many different things. Right now I could tell you 10 different phrases in 10 different languages.
I'm born in Iran, but I'm Armenian Christian. I consider myself very lucky. I'm an Angelino.
We do have some rather exciting, important information to pass on to you all. For all the lucky people on the right-hand side of the aircraft, the city of Los Angeles has a bit of a surprise for us.
Yeah! 20-second warning.
People should come to LA. This project is really important to me. It's very representative of America itself, this whole like melting pot idea. LA is like an even greater melting pot.
We got a red sail. Virgin. Action, action. Here it goes. Virgin, there it is. All right, guys, we're going to go to Spanish now. Spanish! Next flight's Qatar.
It's the Arabic?
Yeah, it's Arabic. The symbolism of the welcome signs to the planes above is huge. I think it's really important to welcome visitors regardless of where they're from.
Here's our last flight coming in now.
You don't know where they're coming from, you don't know what they've been through, and to see someone else welcome you to a place unknown to you, I really hope that it makes their day.
Okay. So let me just try to go back to the presentation.
Everyone is welcome here. That's what...
Okay. So the video was quite successful for this idea of Los Angeles being a very welcoming and diverse city. And this resonates with a lot of people, of course, but especially with Chinese tourists who always appreciate destinations and tourism institutions who make them feel welcome, even by, you know, just having some signs up in Chinese and showing that they care and they cater specifically for the Chinese travelers. And this is actually part of LA's broader strategy as well. So when Chinese tourists arrive in LA, they will be welcomed by a lot of signs saying 中国欢迎, welcome, welcome China to LA. Also, long form videos are quite important because they can influence the choice of Chinese travelers' destination. So we see a couple of TV shows which are quite popular in China. One has been running for a number of years, Sisters Over Flowers. They're a group of actresses and models who are well known in China. They travel around the world to different destinations. So far, they've been to Turkey, Italy, Dubai, and many more destinations. And at each destination, they have to complete some challenges and compete with each other. So it's a travel reality show, so to speak. Also, movies are extremely influential. For instance, the movie Lost in Thailand, which was launched in 2012, was highly successful. And following the release of the movie, we saw that Thailand had an increase of 60%, both in 2012 as well as 2013. Or the Japanese movie Your Name, which was released this year, saw then a number of Chinese travelers going to a small town, a remote town of Hida in Japan, because it was mentioned in the cartoon. Or again, a lot of Chinese tourists travel regularly to South Korea, or at least did travel to South Korea until the start of this year, when the ban from the Chinese government came into place in retaliation to the Fed security system of South Korea. Anyways, we've seen a lot of Chinese tourists going to South Korea to visit the locations where their favorite soap operas were shot, or even to learn more about Korean culture more generally. Or again, the movie Beijing Love Story, which is set in Greece and on the island of Santorini, did bring Greece a lot of popularity here in China with Chinese travelers. And here we see the picture of a young Chinese woman who traveled to Croatia, Spain, and Northern Ireland to visit the locations where her favorite TV show was set, Games of Thrones, and she's planning to visit Iceland, Malta, and Morocco next year, at least in the following few years. So to summarize what makes for a good, what you should do for your video marketing strategy, the most important thing for long form videos is the quality. People are quite time poor, the attention is highly fragmented. So unless your video is of great quality, professionally done, and has some interesting point and interesting content for Chinese consumers to watch, people will not really invest their time into watching it. The second important thing is localize your content. So if you have a video, for instance, as the one that I've just showed you from the city of Los Angeles, that is for all of your international markets, at least what you can do is adding in subtitles so that Chinese people can understand what the video is all about. And then if you have more budget, you can also think of developing content which is specific for the Chinese market. And this means for instance, inviting travel bloggers, celebrities, or just the Chinese hosts, so that they can they're better able to explain to Chinese consumers what might be of interest to them, and is also more relatable for the Chinese audience. Also, as you've seen, there's a lot of platforms. You should identify which platforms you want to be on, and maybe it's worth being on a couple of extra platforms. The most popular ones are Yoku, Tencent videos, because of course you can link it back to WeChat, and iQIYI, but you can consider others as well. You can set up your own verified and branded account on the video platforms that you choose. And then what is important is for video marketing to be part of a wider digital strategy. So it's important for you to promote your videos through WeChat, Weibo, Toutiao, and any other social media you're using, and also through your website, and to embed videos on your website. Also, particularly for NTOs and DMOs, it pays off to be proactive and seek partnership opportunities to attract TV shows or even movie productions to come to your city or to your country, so that you can get more exposure. Moving on to short form videos, we see that the average age of people watching short videos is quite low. So 50% of viewers are younger than 30 years of age. And we see also a very strong potential of growth for this form of videos. So it's predicted that by the end of this year, there will be 60% more viewers of short videos, reaching 242 million users. And according to a report conducted by Tencent, the most popular length of the videos are between 5 to 10 minutes. The most popular apps, as you can see here on the right, are Kuaishou, Miaopai, Meipai. In today's webinar, we will be focusing on Miaopai and Meipai. Kuaishou tends to be popular in third-tier cities and in lower-tier cities, so it's not exactly the best channel for you to target affluent Chinese travelers. So that's why today I won't be covering this app. Most of these short-form video platforms allow users to edit their videos, add effects, and then to share them on different social platforms or with the online community, as well as with their friends. So as I was mentioning before, the long form video platforms are more focused on professionally produced content, whereas short form apps have really enabled and have really spurred consumers to produce their own videos and share them online with their friends. Meipai and Miaopai are fairly similar. We see that Miaopai is owned by Sina, but in terms of their functionalities and how they function, they're exactly the same, with the difference that Meipai also has a live streaming function integrated into the platform. So when you go to the main page, which is of the app, which is here to the left, viewers will be able to see some recommended content. They can also select the video channels they want to follow, and also the topics they want to discover more videos of. And to the right here, you see the live streaming function, but we'll be talking about live streaming later on. With Miaopai, as I've mentioned, it works exactly in the same exact way, with the difference that Miaopai does not have a live streaming function because Miaopai is owned by Sina Weibo, and Sina Weibo has its own live streaming app, which is Ijibo. And I took a screenshot here of Ijibo to the right. Again, an example by Destination Canada. This year, Canada launched a new series of videos, of short videos, which are between, I would say, 4, 5, 6 minutes, 6 minutes long, and are uploaded on Meipai, Miaopai, as well as Tencent, Yoku, and iQIYI to have greater reach. These episodes are promoted through Weibo, they're promoted through WeChat, as you can see here. And the reasoning behind creating short form videos was to attract a younger target audience, but also to be able to cover more topical issues as they arise, as the production is not so cumbersome. So for instance, some of the topics covered this year were the country's 150th anniversary, and some of the videos also featured street interviews conducted in Beijing, asking people what they thought of Canada. And this brought interesting answers for the NTO and created engagement with the participants of the interview as well. Another competition that Canada did was run entirely on Make Pie and promoted on Toutiao, or as people call it, today's headline. Also was promoted on Weibo, WeChat, and basically the competition consisted in people sending a short video clip shot by themselves, where they had to pretend to perform as actresses, and the 4th best performers were invited to Beijing at an audition, and the best actor was sent to Canada to shoot a short video. So the same advice, the same takeaways that I raised with long form videos also applies for short form videos. What I would also point out for these type of videos is that short form video apps are very effective to introduce new products, particularly for in the fashion, fast-moving consumer good and travel industry. They also allow for more interaction with the followers, and for instance, brands can reward users for producing user-generated content and can create campaigns around this. Again, here celebrities and key opinion leaders are extremely important, and they can act as brand ambassadors. And the key factor for the success of short form videos, in addition to the quality of the content, of course, it's the brevity and the spontaneity of the videos. Here you see a picture of a really famous blogger, or as they're called in China, Wang Hong. It's an internet celebrity. Her name is Papi Jiang. She became an overnight sensation. She's amassed millions of followers just by talking about Chinese society and talking about hot topics among Chinese citizens. So last year, Lily and Beauty, which is a cosmetic brand, paid $3.4 million to have her shoot an advertisement for them, and she sold off the ad at an auction, which was one of the first of its kind, I believe. Moving into live streaming, we see that live streaming was absolutely booming. Everyone was talking about live streaming last year and still this year. So 50% of the online population has live streamed at least once. The industry is valued $3 billion, so it's quite important. And people live stream mainly to search for some lifestyle content, but mainly as a form of entertainment. So it's also quite interesting to see that 80% of the viewers are male, but 80% of the streamers, the people who produce the live streaming episodes, are female. Also, live streaming is used a lot by business gurus, business professionals, by cosmetic brands who want to train perhaps the users on how to properly use a product and give advice, give suggestions. If we look at the most popular Wang Hong, or again, internet celebrities and live streamers, we see here the example of Brother Lee, who claims to make $100,000 per month and has roughly 30 million followers. So he has a strong following, and people follow him because he talks about China's northeastern distinctive culture and tradition. And before becoming a live streamer, he was a mechanic, so he reinvented himself quite significantly. Here to the right, we see Pearl Bro, who revitalized the family business of pearls. So he's now live streaming and showing people can buy pearls online, and he will open and show what pearl there is inside. And he's also claimed to have made $4.4 million last year. So how do these live streamers actually make money? So viewers can donate virtual items, virtual gifts for the vloggers, and then they can chat with them. So travel brands have also engaged live streaming. Hilton has encouraged a number of local hotels in China to engage and select local KOLs to live stream from the venues. And Destination Canada also promoted and live streamed the 150th anniversary function at the Canadian Embassy held here in Beijing. Live streaming in 2017 is slightly more uncertain, has taken a little bit of a hit, mainly because of the government crackdown towards the end of 2016. The government is trying to crack down on what they consider to be immoral content, and also from rumors spreading online. So a number of live streaming platforms have been affected. A lot of them didn't have a proper registration. And a lot of live streaming platforms now, they have to self-monitor. They do self-monitor the content. So as a consequence, we see that the industry has had a big major shakeup, and there has been a lot of consolidation with now 10 platforms attracting almost all of the live streamer viewers. The key takeaways for live streaming is that the viewers really enjoy the authenticity and the live interaction. It's less rehearsed, it's more natural, it's more real. And this is what also people enjoy of live streaming sessions with celebrities and key opinion leaders. In a way, they're able to see more of the true self of celebrities. Live streaming is particularly useful for major events, also exclusive locations, luxury goods. And we see that a lot of luxury brands have done some form of live streaming. 50% of skincare brands have live streamed in 2016, and a lot of them have relied on celebrities and key opinion leaders. And we see that in addition to YY.com, Yinke, Yizhibo, that more traditional live streaming apps, e-commerce giants such as JD.com and Tmall have also gone into the business of live streaming. And this is with a very clear objective of converting users to buyers. So people can watch a fashion show like the one that Tmall broadcasted last year and had 4.7 million viewers. And then right away, it was prompting the viewers to purchase all of these fashion items online. So this brings me to the end of today's webinar. I would like to let you know that our next webinar will be on the 18th of October. So there is the third Wednesday of October, and it will be on Chinese millennials. So now we'll be taking questions about the topic of video marketing in China. Thank you again for joining the webinar, and stay with us for the Q&A session.